Let's see what we can do. Go to you. Okay. You got the Clippers too.
The Staples Center filled to capacity. It's the Los Angeles Lakers, the defending NBA champions, and the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. You take a look at the Clippers. Well, so far this season has been very disappointing, still without a win, and we're weeks into November.
Yeah. And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up.
God.
Talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust.
There we go.
The storms together will obviously help you do that.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Pass to Ibaka. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Give me that.
Watching the line
I'll
there,
take
that'll
that.
be a backcourt violation.
Give me that.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Davis. Here's James. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
James, listen to that, buddy.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers, too.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg.
And won. Come on.
Renewing that rivalry tonight.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor, and he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
Leonard with the ball. Gasol covering. Back to Leonard. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Come on.
6 on the shot clock. Baseline J.
You know, LeBron affected that shot, and his defense doesn't get quite the hype that his offense does, but over his career, he's been a consistent, aggressive defender on a lot of possessions.
Give me that shit.
And the rejection by James. Over Leonard. And again, the Lakers no good. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Back to Leonard. Left side, George. Back to Leonard. Over LeBron. Leonard, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Great D that time from Batum.
Yo.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
I love the activity. George is not just a perimeter player, folks. You can depend on him down low, too.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Pass to Zubac. Kennard with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Williams' shot is off. Up top, Kuzma. Loads it up there for him.
Oh my God! Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bum.
The Clippers trail. And Williams, here we go.
Come on, he's
Morris
right there.
Williams, that's good.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
But they'll get another chance. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That shit to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He hits both from the strike. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Morris trying to free himself up.
Come on, they robbing me, man. That shit was bullshit, bro.
Here's Jackson. No good that time. Great D that time from Harold. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
I don't know what he was doing on that one. I
And
don't know what he doing.
Last touch by Zubac.
Acting all nutty.
There's 10 seconds left in the first.
Well, he's a balanced, smooth, surprisingly tough athlete. Williams causes a lot of problems.
Oh, God, I can't believe I'm letting this
You
shit
gotta
happen.
love his hustle, leaving the defense in no time to react.
This shit
And
got
you know, you
control.
don't get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And here we go. Fast
My
break.
shit
Beverly's
slow
got
as
it.
shit.
And the shot goes down. Beverly's got his first 2 points of the night. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys.
What the
and have
fuck
piled
just
up the steals
happened?
in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Nobody near Leonard. That ball's nice feed that time from Jordan.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Give my call, like, for real.
Can't get it to go. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
with play, just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's James. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Now, here is George. This game he had 28 points. Beverly for three. Rebound the Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Shit out of me. No more easy shit.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, one of the things Paul George, PG, has done is improve his ball handling, and as a result, defenders are nervous when he's handling the ball and getting up into a shot.
And George drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Count it. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
I don't know why I gave him up.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Give me that one.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Schroeder hits them both. Clippers leading by 8. Right side, Batum. No good. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Basket counts.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Kept alive. Davis. Off target at the rim. Outside, George. Zubac trying to break loose. And George gets it to go.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain failure.
And one.
Where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And they've made progress in that department from last season.
Come on.
Going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
There it is.
Lakers trail by 7.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Oh, it's on current.
And really the scoring this quarter
I
has
don't know
been
if it's
just
in.
off
Not yet.
the charts, doing all he can
Soon.
to bring them back.
Give me
And
that.
out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game.
Creeping.
That's in there.
Creeping.
Davis with the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Give me that shit.
And he gets it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to
Get off of that. Give me that.
and again, it's the Clippers missing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Pass to Kuzma. From downtown. And for the ball out of bounds.
Oh, come on.
Touched it left.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Kuz. Fucking
And
me
the
up,
Clippers
Kuz.
decide to take their first time out here.
Fucking me up, Kuz.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Oh, yeah, he went and took some retarded shots. Dropping shit.
The 3 from George.
Look at this
It's
shit.
good from long range. George has got 11 points.
But the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and
Come back.
whenever he gets the ball.
Bullshit.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
That's when LeBron was trying to go smoke this shit right there.
LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
And it's Beverly missing. Lakers trail by 4.
Nah, we're doing that.
Pass to Caldwell Pope.
Put him up in the air. Oh!
Grabs the miss.
Yo! Stop.
And a deep 3
Nah.
from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 14.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah,
George has got 5 points now this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the
I'm not getting nobody to hit shit. This is crazy.
Clippers leading by 9. From deep. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. The tray. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
Come on now.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Back to George. All alone. That one off the back iron and out. To the wing right side. Here's Caldwell Pope.
Come on.
By Paul George.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second.
You know that's bullshit.
Left that offense in the locker room.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Yo.
Here's LeBron.
He thought he was going to get me jumping. Look at that bullshit.
And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot. And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They lead by
Niggas
11, the
in my
largest
way.
margin of the game. From deep,
Look at the
George.
bullshit.
And it's good.
Like, how the fuck you hitting that with somebody in your face like that?
George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Clippers. Here's Morris. And no good.
I'll see the bullshit I'm saying.
Continuing for him. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Count it, good.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Leonard. The Lakers with the rebound. Pass to Caruso. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-5. Oh.
And throw it down for a while. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Here's Caruso. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Back to Morris. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Horton Tucker. They get it back. Tries again. Misses off the left iron.
Shot it off.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by
That's
17.
crazy. That's bullshit.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Here's Caruso. And the layup is good. Caruso's got his second bucket of the night. Outside Leonard. Back to Williams. It's picked off. Loads it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And that one is good.
Yo, they letting him just have his fucking way in.
Like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Clippers leading by 17. Morris outside. Back to Williams. Pass to Kennard. And here is Morris. Just 5 to shoot. It's up a 3. Rebound by Harrell. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here is Davis. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
AD doing what he does. 24/7, stuffing that stat sheet.
Williams inside. On the wing, Morris. Fires the 3. That one misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. And up before again for the Lakers running the court. Kuzma
Come
can't get it
on,
to
y'all. What the fuck is y'all doing?
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Good on the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 17.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know
This
if it was
was my
changing
first game.
baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
It's bullshit. I mean, the
And
shots.
it's the Clippers ball. And following this one, take on the Hornets in New Orleans. Now the Lakers on the break. Takes a three. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. And that one's good by Davis.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Clarky, you just figured it was a matter of time before Davis started working away from the basket last season, attempting the most threes of his career.
Yeah, I agree with you. That evolution of his game was something that we all could kind of forecast. And he still gets it done inside when he needs to, but he's had some injuries, and he understands being smart and efficient is just as important as being physical and tough. And he just picks and chooses his spots, and I think his perimeter shot is really good now, and I just think it's going to continue to get better.
Damn, bro. You got the game.
George gets
2 minutes
the
left.
time.
Fuck you
That's
hacking
his
this for?
first foul.
Fuck
Pass to
you.
Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Schroeder. The three. And Caldwell Pope good for three.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
And George, here we go. Great D that time from Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. James wide open. And it's wide right. It's off.
Yo, I know y'all seen that shit on.
It's almost like he's trying to
That's
make
crazy.
things
They ain't trying to give me
hard.
shit.
You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's George. They get it again. Over James. The 7-footer falls. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Now George. And the three ball is good. George has got 15 points here in the second half.
And, you know, the long-range shooting of PG is admirable. I mean, he's a dead-eye launcher from deep. And he's developed that part of his game over the years.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing.
Why would he leave that man open like
to
that?
win.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot
Like,
of
where the
assists
fuck did that even
will
come
up
from?
your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Pass to Cook. Off target.
Yo.
Range. And so here are the Clippers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 16. This one for three. The Clippers grab the miss. And the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, excellent shot block.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
First fucking game was horrible. Let's see. Oh, you got to be kidding me, right? Can't see offense is 98. Can't sense offense 99. I'm gonna keep shit the way it is.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
From the top of the key, Davis uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got the first points of the night for the Lakers.
Showing some intensity there. I like how
Oh,
Davis
come on.
offensive glass comes up with second chance baskets.
A nice shot right wall.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Come on, so you know I don't like you.
Listen, you gotta respect the moves of ball. He has a great sense for where to go when he has the ball.
Ron right side. Lays it up off the glass. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks.
Come on, y'all. That shit
one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Right.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
And if you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
It's Harden.
Oh.
That's how you go home.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now here is Davis. Offensive rebound. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forward.
And here's Harden. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Here's Horton Tucker. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Harrell. And yes, it's good.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Back to Wood. Kicks it out to Harden. All taking his time here. Just 5 on the clock. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Tucker. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. Pass to Caruso. A wide open look here for Kuzma.
See, that's exactly why I didn't want to get to Kuzma. That's exactly why.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's Kuzma penetrating.
All right, Kuz.
Kuzma slams
All right,
it in.
Kuz.
What a take there. When you present these
Give me that
opportunities to
shit.
Kuzma, he's going to torch you for that mistake. He's not using his head this quarter.
Come on, Kuz.
99% of shots.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff. I mean, come on. Harden has had some ridiculous handles and the sequences. I mean, are you kidding me? Showing off there and crippling the D as a result.
Lakers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Them birds. You know, free birds.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Rockets trail by 6. Harden scanning the floor. To the right side. Pass to Wood. Harden outside. Here is Wall. 4 on the clock. Back to Harden.
Thank you. Give me that.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Caruso. Pass to Harrell. With 1 on the clock. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Lakers lead by 6. The second quarter comes. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Take
and
that.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Now Harrell. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Oh, my God.
Great work on D. At that end of the floor,
Yeah, great footwork, and they ain't want to give me the finish.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said,
Come on,
James
Bron.
guard me and find ways to
Fuck.
exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting for Houston.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Pass to James. Rockets with the rebound.
Like, how my man not
Put
getting
the
this shit
pieces
in there?
together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
No, they just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's LeBron. Misses him.
Come on. Like, what the fuck?
On the wing, Harden. He's got 6. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Harden's got 8 points.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Davis with the bucket.
Oh, the defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. Plays through the contact with authority.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Aston Waba. Houston moving it around. Here's Wall. Up and in for the basket. Number 4.
And I was riding the whole time, right?
Now.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well. Sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
Davis in the corner. Caldwell Pope for 3. Walla with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The deep 3 from Harden. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Schroeder, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Count it. And so here is Houston, trailing by 2. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Pass to LeBron. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
Shooter to tell him to be
I
quiet.
love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Get shit out of here.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That whole like you got some respect.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Give me that.
He can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
There it is.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
There it is.
Love the timing Davis
Bullshit.
has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. To the paint. It's tipped. And stolen by Kuzma. Trying to get open his
Walk
Davis.
it in, man.
That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Here's Wall. Missed inside. Los Angeles leading by 8. Loads it up for Davis.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Wall.
That shit out of here.
Offensive
That
struggles continue
circus
missing
shit.
again. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
Oh, come on, Crew. You fucking up now.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense
Ooh, he
is
split that whole thing.
That's how you attack. It's a luxury to have a point guard with that kind of vertical, that kind of strength, that kind of height, that kind of speed. That's John Wall.
It's LeBron with the drive.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, great. He can get up a few notches higher. Here's Waba. And the rejection by LeBron.
Love watching James dominate.
Let's go.
Impressive rejection artist.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Schroeder with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He can dominate. I mean, beat you up in so many ways. And Davis is giving this D a thumping tonight.
Harden with it. Gasol covering. And the basket by Harden.
That's nice.
Now just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing. But a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
James.
Then one.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, come on. We all know LeBron is used to getting fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
Come on,
For
Gasol.
someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And so he hits both.
In over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range, so he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, Jay. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in
Harden can't hit. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Again, Los Angeles.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Working.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues
Come
to
on,
build
Gasol.
international
Like, yo,
academies to develop
I'd get rid of
prospects
Gasol.
from other
Gasol
countries.
is gone.
Already,
Telling you.
academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. He continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters
Why they
who have a gift
why they just keep
give them
them
the opportunity. Guys,
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame, athleticism, and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
All with it. Picked up by Davis. Back to Harden. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled to hold.
Get right.
And for
Get
everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the jam by Harden.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashes open, I mean, he's right there with the pass.
Inside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Schroeder. And he gets it to go. Schroeder's
I don't
got
know
four
why
this
he
quarter.
even did that.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
That shit to the line.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And the Lakers making a change here. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater.
That's
Hey,
my
talk
fault.
about
I was
his
trying
game.
to
What do you like
pass.
about
I don't
Christian
know why I
Wood's
just-
game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits there.
How about the physicality from Wall on that finish? I mean, he was on a mission to score.
Pass to Morris. It's over Tucker. Morris, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Now Harrell. Kuzma, left side. And the rebound.
Come on,
They
Kuz.
pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for it.
Here's Harden. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wood. Over Harrell. The kick out to Wall. Back to Harden. Clock is at 3. Another shot. Here's Nwaba. Wall with the bounce pass. Here's Wood. Goes up again.
Defense.
So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Morris. Banked in off the glass.
That's right.
And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
He was trying.
Changing ends
I give it to
quickly,
him.
getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. It's been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Horton Tucker. Here's Kuzma. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers on top, up by 12. And we're just moments away. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Rockets trail by 12. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Tate over Davis. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Pass to Caruso.
Cool.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
An elite passer in his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
And the
Thought he
basket
had
by Gordon.
that.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
The drive by LeBron. He gets it in
Go.
there. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Assists like that have typified
Wow.
their effort today.
Like
Terrific
that.
ball movement.
The strong upper body of Gordon, I mean, contact does not affect his shooting.
And finished off by LeBron.
Shit, right that.
One of the guys who only has one mode, I mean, aggressive and explosive presence at all times.
Pass to McLemore. Cousins trying to free himself up. McLemore, no good.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And with toughness and physicality, Harold can simply overpower opponents offensively.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Houston with a big group substitution here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, during the break I was able to catch the message
Ooh.
Houston's coach gave to his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Right?
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Rockets trail by 15. It's Harden with the drive. Over Caldwell Pope. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you got to feed him. You got to keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
Now
So
the Rockets
it's
with
like
it.
too easy.
The kick out to Wall. Six on the shot clock. At the elbow, Harden. That one good for 2.
Look, he's not killing you on the perimeter. He's doing it inside.
Left side, Davis. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Gasol.
Yo.
With the defensive effort. Houston now, time running out.
Yo, the Saul's a straight
Down low.
garbage.
And
Yo. I
stolen by
can't stand
James.
it.
One-on-one fast break. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing
Trying to
the
run it
full range.
fast.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And so he makes both from the line. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
Fuck out of here. That's what you better do. Change that shit up. Change that shit up. I don't know why. And he got like a minute and something left.
There's no stopping James. He's committed to scoring. He powers his way through everything.
From the arc. Goes back up. No good at the rim. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Gasol with the steal. Here's Caldwell Pope.
Ooh.
Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge.
First quarter. Appreciate that. And that's why everybody gonna see your name. see if we can get another dub in here. You already know who I'm running with. Oh, here we go, another one. Here we go, another one. Here we go, another with the Clippers. I'm going to have to put some work in.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for
Working,
NBA
buddy.
action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Well, they may share a building, but there's no love lost between these two teams. Up next, the Los Angeles Clippers up against the Los Angeles Lakers. They lost on the road to the Bulls in their last game. And that one a tough loss, too. They ended down only 3 points.
Oh, give me that call.
Felt like they were never on the same
Damn.
page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to
I
get
know
you
y'all
beat
seen
night
LeBron.
after night.
Damn.
And here are the Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series
Fuck outta here.
between these two terrific teams last
Body
year.
work.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball.
Well, coaches love seeing
Ha.
Dennis Schroeder recognize the
outta
situation, find the open teammate.
Pass to Batum. Over Davis. Here's Beverly.
Oh, I gave him that
Fouled on
shit.
the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys. You love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets it go with a three. And again, the Lakers no good. Leonard with no one around. No good from outside. The Lakers
Oh,
on
my
offense.
God. That was straight
They trail by 3.
retarded.
Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Shit back right.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Kuzma outside. 4 on the shot clock.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamp. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to lead. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid,
come
and
on,
he's willing
Joe.
to pay it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Here now, the Clippers stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Lakers trail by 7. And that one's good, Caruso. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside for George. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks.
And one.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Williams, that's a 2-pointer.
They go out.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. The Lakers trail. Here's Caruso.
Yo, come on.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it again. Zubac. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you
Yo.
have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the rejection by Harden.
What a block by Montrezl Harrell, twice on the bikes.
Here's Horton Tucker.
Get the fuck out of
It's the
here.
Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And that's going to be a travel.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Lakers trail by 6. And 2 free throws.
Damn,
Unable to get
flagrant.
one to go with all the contact. The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Los Angeles.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clippers leading by 5. Jackson with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Morris, no good. To the middle. There's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
This young guy is an absolute monster at the rim. So tough for opponents to match Harrell's level of physicality.
Come on, y'all.
And Jackson gets it to go. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Pass to Morris. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Lakers trailed by 5. Lou Williams, PGA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy
Putting him up in the air.
It's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb his...
Oh, shit. You see something wrong. He ain't doing nothing. I don't hear nothing.
Much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Ibaka. And again, no good by the Clippers. So it's the Lakers now. It's a three-point game. James with the bucket.
1 point game. Nigga, get that shit right.
Passing the ball very crisply here.
Beverly with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Back to Leonard. Here's Ibaka. Here's Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's LeBron.
Take
And
that.
finished off by LeBron.
Shit you could do about it.
Just a phenomenal drive with the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
Beverly wide open. And it's off from
He
three-point
fucked
range.
that up.
The Lakers another fast break chance right here. And that one good. And it's a three-point Laker lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
That's where the run gonna start.
Left side Leonard. It's stolen by Morris. Beyond the arc.
Told you this where the run start.
LeBron James again from deep.
This is where the run start.
James is
Look at him. Look at him. Trying to knock me off my groove, see? You don't want to call that timeout.
got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
LeBron was anticipating that
Cool.
catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, you know, teams look for plus sixes. Players whose wingspan
Oh, come on.
exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the...
Come on, bro. Like, come on. Come on. Got 2 pauses left already.
Math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Pass to James. Trying to get open is Davis. And another 3.
Body work, nigga.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Leonard.
There it is.
By the Lakers.
credit
He
the
hurt.
defense. They found a way to stop
He
him.
hurt.
That's never an easy task.
Outside Gasol. Back to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
That LeBron deep three hurt him.
Here's Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Beverly missing. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-7 run. Ahead. A pull-up.
Oh.
With the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Yeah, I'll take that line.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George. Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both
Thought
from the
I
line.
missed that one.
Clippers trail by 4. Williams for 3. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Pass to Davis. To the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by
Go.
6.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
That's off.
Nobody near Williams. No good there with the step-back J. Second chance shot. Outside for George. He got it up. And so it's LeBron
bad.
making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6. It's rebounded by Gasol. Caldwell Pope with it.
Ooh.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
He'd probably at home looking nasty right now with that
He
one.
might be the
He's
best
sick.
player in our league. With that reach, he just throw it
He
up
at home
around
sick
the
right
rim,
now.
and he's bringing it home.
Suicide watch.
Here's Leonard on the top of the key. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Pass to Davis. Down low. Gasol.
That's right.
Second shot
Anthony
opportunity.
Davis.
And it's Davis laying
Come
it
on,
in.
baby.
Davis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. Ibaka right side. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Ibaka. That's good, and it's
Nice
Leonard with the
defense. That was
assist.
nice defense.
Lakers leading by 6. Here's James. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Ibaka. And it's in there.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Schroeder. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 6. And here's Leonard from 3. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me.
I
believe
can't
it.
believe this shit.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet
All right,
demeanor
come on,
fool
y'all.
you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Pass to LeBron.
Get it go.
Bangs home
Get
with
it
trifecta.
go.
He's got 17.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Told you Brian got to come out.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg. But he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
Morris right side. From 10 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing that for.
Here's Jackson trying to break free.
Fuck, I
And
gave
George
that up.
with the stuff.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Harrell. Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And stolen by Harrell. Fast break, the Lakers. And here they go.
Ah.
Liking the vision
Yo,
there
go.
from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Leonard draws the double. Williams, that's a two-pointer. They get a bet.
Where the defense at?
Zubats has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays
Come
bigger
on.
than the frame suggests. Hold on.
That shit in there.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that. Absolutely. They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Williams.
That.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Caldwell Pope.
Oh.
By the Clippers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans.
Right there.
Match up against the Pelicans. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Morris. Shoots the three. Shoots over Zubats. And another shot.
That's
And
right.
2 points on the way.
That shit in there.
Harrell's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, the grit right there. Montrezl Harrell simply wants
Panicking
that
right now.
offensive
Look
rebound
at it.
more than anyone else.
Trying to get that shit in there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Leonard.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27?
Davis put
Simply
some work.
incredible.
Pass to Davis. To the paint.
Oh,
To
come
fix the
on.
pass. And we reach the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Lakers ahead. They're up by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th.
All right, let me stop playing. I got that work.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. They lead by 1. Left side, Davis. Back to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound.
Oh, come on.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
That puts them in the lead. Leonard's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Pass to Harrell. Schroeder, left side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
Let's go.
Both teams will make substitutions.
At the line for two.
Both good from the line that time.
Come on, D.
Clippers with the ball. It's a one-point game. Beverly with the ball.
That's right.
By Davis.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
LeBron can't
Come
get it
on,
to go.
Bron.
Here's Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assist from
And that's 20 points for Leonard. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
James misses. Here's the Clippers. Leonard attacking. No look there. Miss number 4 in 12 tries. And the dunk by James.
I'll tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
Pass to Ibaka. Out to the wing. Now Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard on the wing. Tries it from 19. Again, Leonard missing.
Give me that.
And that'll be
Knew it.
the Lakers as it goes out of bounds.
That was going to be a run.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
my
anticipation
God.
Was there, the
Fuck, did he
hustle
get that
was
up?
there, very close to picking
Come on, Anthony. You just know how to do that shit.
The two brings length and a personal game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Inside. Back to Gasol. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And again, no good by the Lakers. George with the ball. Picked up by Davis.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options. We all know
We
LeBron
focus.
wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Pass to Beverly. Left side of Ibaka. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
Wings outside. That one.
Oh, my God. You got to be
Clippers
fucking
goes the other way
kidding me.
with it. Now the Clippers moving it up. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Lakers making the switch here. Throw good, Paul George.
But not
Well,
call
this is
fucking
why you run
timeout.
your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 4. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Schroeder with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Swings outside. Goes back up. And Davis
Give me
can't
a
get
call,
it.
man. Come on.
The foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers trailed by 4. The 3 from LeBron. Schroeder outside. The tray. They shoot again. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. And here's George for 3. But they'll get another chance. A 3 from Leonard. A rebound by the Lakers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Good. And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to
Come on,
watch.
Davis, like you sitting there fucking looking at him.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Oh, you's a real bitch. You's a real bitch.
And a wide open look for James. No good on the quick 3.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Back to Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And that falls.
Wow, a huge play from Dennis Schroeder. You love the focus.
So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
That was bullshit.